genocide while eating. No, of course not. Welcome back to Tiger Wolf Productions, and welcome back to another video review. And this time we have Beast Wars Cyber Shark. More specifically, we have Beast Wars. Beast Wars Vintage Cyber Shark. This guy is spectacular. I'm going to tell you right now, if you can find this guy anywhere, which, you know, whether it's online or at Walmart, because the Beast Wars Vintage line is exclusive to Walmart. I'm going to tell you right now, definitely pick this guy up. He's one of the best deluxes in the Beast Wars line. And one of the best deluxes in the Beast Wars Vintage line as well. Not only that, but he is one of the non-show characters that they are diving into, if you'll pardon the expression. Yeah, he wasn't in the show, although I would have liked to see him in the show. I think it would have been kind of cool. Could have been like a nice replacement for Dinobot, because he seems like about the same type of character as Dinobot. But as you can see, he's a hammerhead shark, like our last subject was, and I will be comparing these two. But for now, let's just stick to looking at Cyber Shark. As stated, he is a hammerhead shark. He's got this spot deco. I don't know of any real hammerhead sharks that have a spot deco like this, but if there are, do excuse me. His beast mode is very smooth. There's a couple creases and wrinkles in it. There's the gills right there. Fins, nice. He's kind of this blue color. Very nice. This kind of metallic turquoise for the spot deco. Even if it's not accurate to a real hammerhead shark, I do like the spot deco. I think it really gives him character. He's got red eyes, which makes him look kind of scary. In fact, this guy in general is kind of scary, and he's a Maximal. Yeah. This guy is a Maximal. He's one of the good guys. Perhaps he's the rebel of the Maximal. I don't know. I haven't read the comics he's from. Anyway, but the shark mode is very nice. There's the signature hammerhead, indicative of a hammerhead shark. There's the toothy maw. The mouth does not open and close like this guy, unfortunately, but can't have everything. But the fins do move, which I do like. You can get him in all sorts of swimming poses. That's about all the posability you're going to get out of shark mode, is just the fins. I mean, sharks don't really do that, but, you know, use your imagination, I guess. This kind of cream color for the bottom. You can see the legs here, unfortunately, but it's kibble. It's unavoidable. He's a shark, so again, he's got fins galore on the tail here. Fins here, dorsal fin. On the bottom, even the legs have fins right here. His shark mode is very, very nice. Very nice indeed. It'd be even better if he had a freaking laser beam attached to his head. But he doesn't. His head is a laser beam. Doesn't shoot off very far. Yeah, the head shoots off like that. It becomes a weapon later in robot mode. If you want, this could also work as kind of the shark head. because it's even kind of more fitting of the name Cyber Shark. It's even got kind of a Cyclops eye going on here. Put that back in. Yeah, so that's shark mode. It's very nice. Very nice indeed. They do not make them like this anymore. Case in point, this guy. Yeah, you can see this guy is very nice too, but like he's smaller and the plastic feels a little thinner than this guy does. Yeah, this guy's plastic is solid and creamy, like a very nice bar of chocolate. You can see the buttons for his gimmick on his shark mode as well, but that only adds to the Beast Wars charm. Okay, so I guess we'll get him into his robot mode now. So, shoot off the shark head, place it off to the side here. As I stated, that will become a weapon. And then pull off the shark tail, not the movie Shark Tale, just the shark tail. Pull off the, yeah. And as you can see, what's this? What's that? Well, that's for later. The only downside is if you lose these, the shark mode ends up looking a little, yeah. Yeah, so don't lose the weapons. Okay, so remember the flip formers that I told you about in the Rat Trap Rumble? This guy is kind of like an oversized version of that. What I mean by that is his transformation is very similar, except it's not automatic. You open up the shark halves, take the legs up here. When going back to shark mode, make sure the hands are in this position so he can grab onto the pegs here on the feet. Fold the arms out. And you can see a gnarly face looking back at you. We'll get to that pretty soon. Also, when going back to shark mode, make sure the head is fixed and facing forward, because it can get caught on the dorsal fin like protrusion there on the head. Yeah, the transformation is very simple. Very fun. Again, he's like an oversized flip former, so. And he stands brilliantly. Stands quite nicely. Yeah. There's Cyber Shark in his robot mode. And as you can see, he's kind of scary. He's kind of a scary robot. And again, he's a Maximal. This is a good guy. Taking a closer look at the head, I kind of wonder if they kind of based Inferno off of him. Because his head kind of looks a bit like Inferno. And I like how the helmet retains the spot deco of the hammerhead shark. From what I can tell, he's virtually... There's virtually no differences between this guy and the original. You can do what you want with the fins. I like to do that. Just get them out of the way. Yeah, there's virtually no difference between this guy and the original. He has much the same color scheme. What I do know he had is a Maximal Energon chip, which was basically a rub sign where you can rub it and it would reveal the Maximal symbol. I don't have that anymore, unfortunately. It doesn't have that anymore, unfortunately, in the reissue. I guess they decided to scrap it. But that's pretty much the only difference between the reissue and the original. Very nice. Retains the color scheme with this kind of reddish color. There is a bunch of cybernetic detail within the beast mode halves. And there's no veins in them like Rat Trap had, thank goodness. Articulation's good. His head is on a ball joint, so he'll do whatever you want. Ball joint shoulders, swivel at the bicep, I guess. Robot has biceps. Hinge elbows, ball joint hips, rotates at the thigh area. Again, a robot has thighs. Hinge knees, and you get ankle pivots. So despite his big old backpack, getting him standing in a cool pose, not a problem. Yeah, not a problem at all. I do like the details he has here on the legs. I like this kind of blade detail here. And I like the fishy look his legs have to him because, well, I mean, he is a fish after all. So, like, he's kind of got scaling here on the, not scaling, but kind of like gilling here on the arms as well. Very cool. Does the whole thing where the beast head becomes the chest, but he still kind of has a twist on it because it's not really, the beast head is off. You can, sorry, I got a notification that my battery was low. You can put the beast head on the chest like that, but it looks a little dopey if you ask me. Speaking of which, let's get on to the weaponry because he's got lots of it. The first thing is just like you saw in beast mode, the shark head can be shot off as a missile. Let me hit my Game Boy case there. It's not very powerful. He can also hold it as a hammer that would make Amy Rose jealous. And he can gross out Predacons by hitting him with his squishy beast mode eyes. Yeah. You can use the head as the shark head as a hammer. He does have missiles here in the backpack. They store much like the original Optimus Primal. You want to make sure the shark head, which I like how these missiles have little shark heads on them. That's cute. Insert missile into his chest and fire. And he comes with 2 of them. Calls them the dynamic duo, I guess. To push them out, they are right down here in the backpack. I just like how he has a big bazooka in his chest. That's really cool. Beast Wars was over the top, man. But that was the charm of it. It was over the top. And finally, the tail becomes a switchblade. You can position the handle. That's how you plugged it into the beast mode previously. He can hold it like this. But I don't really think that looks effective because the serrations are right here. And the blade is, yeah, it's pointing downward. I think he's meant to hold it like this so he can, yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, so he's loaded. Not quite to the extent of the original Optimus Primal, but he is loaded. I like his proportions too; they're very nice as well. Let's compare him to his successor, shall we? Get him into get him into robot mode here. If I can remember how I did it, of course I can. It was the last video review. Oh, not yet, hammer bite, not yet. I'm sorry if you can hear my fan going. It's starting to warm up here. We're heading into summer, which, you know, my favorite season. I much prefer winter, but yeah. There's Hammerbite. Still has a very nice robot mode. Just a shame he doesn't have any weapons. He can do that, but, you know, that's cool, I guess. If you want, you could say he is Transmetal Cybershark. There isn't a Transmetal Cybershark, so he does fit the bill. There's a Transmetal 2 Cybershark, which is a mega, I believe, and he's much larger, and his transformation is a lot more finicky, but yeah. Are they the same? No, he's a lot shorter. And they're making him a lot smaller these days, and kind of not that bad, but the plastic feels a tad thinner. They definitely do not make them like this anymore, which is unfortunate. Although this guy is a reissue, so I guess technically speaking, they do still make them like this. Okay, I don't even want to open that can of worms right now. Let's just give him his weapons in the video. Well, give him his hammer. I would like to do a Shark Week themed video review where I have all the Beast Wars shark guys, mostly from Beast Wars and Beast Machines. There's this guy. There's also there's also Airhammer, who's one of the Fusors, which, yeah, he's a hammerhead shark too, but he's a hammerhead shark. Oh, he's a hammerhead shark hawk hybrid. Yes, I know, it's this whole thing with the Fusors. When I actually get my hands on a Fusor, I'll tell you more about it. But yeah, that is Beast Wars Cybershark. Beast Wars Vintage Cybershark. Do I recommend you pick him up? I already said I do. So, yeah, definitely do pick him up. He is definitely... he wasn't in the show, so I don't know if you want to get him for the character, but definitely get him for how great the shark mode is, the bot mode is, and for how heavily armed he is, because chest cannon. Can't go wrong with a chest cannon. Or a shark tail switchblade, or a shark head warhammer. Can't go wrong in the slightest. So, this is Tiger Wolf Productions. I am signing off, and I will see you next time.